we all serve on the State Administration Committee, which has been hearing these election votes. You know, there are some ways in which I wouldn't mind going back to the 60s. I like the music, a lot of people still listen to it. But we also don't want to go back to impairing voting rights the way they were impaired as I grew up in the 1950s and 60s. That's the direction these bills go in. The bill that would move registration back to Friday before Election Day started out moving it back 30 days. 30 days. And we kept hearing how, well, irresponsible people shouldn't wait to the last minute to vote. You know what? It's not our job to decide who should vote. The Constitution decides who's qualified to vote. It's not our job to decide who's responsible. It reminds me of literacy tests. Should we decide that people should have a certain level of literacy to vote? It reminds me of some of the driver's license arguments we heard. Those are used just to disqualify, to discourage, to exclude, to make it confusing, to make voting a moving target and registration a moving target. My district has the highest number of same-day registrants and voters in the entire state. Second highest is Representative Vance, my Republican district neighbor, because we have more students. Many are voting for the first time. Many didn't know that their voter registration addresses had not been correctly changed until they went to vote. Those people would have turned up on Election Day not knowing that when they went to change their driver's license addresses, that wasn't also changed on their voting records, and find out that day that they couldn't vote. If one person is disenfranchised, it's wrong. And that's why we have to stand up and publicize and let the people know what's going on here and stop these bad bills. Thank you.